Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Clive. This is my wife Mandy.
Hiya.
And we're trying to figure out how to become self-sufficient in all aspects. This week's been, I don't know if a weird one or a crazy one is the way to call it, but it felt like we got nothing done halfway through the week, and then at the end of the week it looks like we got a lot done. But a lot of little jobs that weren't really on the cards got done. Happy to report the pool pump seems to be resolved. I know what the issue is, one of them anyway.
This week I got a lot of the seedlings into the garden. Last night's rain made me think I shouldn't have, but they've all survived this morning, so that's good news.
We also finally got the paths done between the 3 raised beds for the tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers, as well as completing the tomato tunnel that Mandy's been chasing me for.
Next is the potato bed, hey? And my sink and my table and the wood rack.
Yeah, it never ends. It's been a mishmash of events. We haven't finished one job on one day. It's all stretched out over the week. You have to know that we film weekly, so what you see on Sunday is what's been filmed from Sunday last week until Sunday morning this week. Tomatoes have all survived the last bout of heavy rain we've had over the last few days. And the drop in temperature, yeah. So it's all hanging in here, looking good. We just have this bed to finish off, and then all 3 of the raised beds here are done. And we're getting ready to plant these beds. It's the only real survivor out of 6 seedlings we put in here. I mean, this one's hanging in there, but, you know, it's not doing anything great. Our apricot tree is flourishing. Mandy gave this garlic a haircut. It was getting rust on the leaves. I think it was rust anyway. Have to do some digging to see why. And yes, it's still a lettuce jungle in here. Peas are coming in thick and fast in the hoop house. Coriander.
Oh, this is just grown.
And more here.
Chives.
They're chives.
Yes, yeah.
Where did that come from?
I planted it.
It wasn't here 2 days ago. So parsley going as well. Lettuce gone to seed.
Yeah, but
But it looks pretty. You're not allowed in here, you naughty. You naughty. Time has finally come to transplant the corn seedlings. Just getting the beds cleaned up since we gave them some feed. Get it leveled, and we'll transplant them and then backfill with a bit more compost over the top. There's the 1 tray of corn. I think we should have planted them already, but it's been really cold, so we didn't want to put them out. You're digging all these holes. Have we got enough seedlings to fill them all?
87.
87 holes or 87 seedlings?
Huh?
87 holes or 87 seedlings?
It's 87 holes, 29. So 87 per 3 rows.
Okay. We don't have to go too deep. Chickens love coming in the garden. Only problem is they shit on the patio. You're a machine. Look at her go. First row and a half. Yeah, looking good, babe. I thought we'd run out. We got plenty. I suppose we're going to have to dig another bed now for all the spares. Good job. So Mandy's just declared she's finished for the day. It's time for a glass of wine. It's only 12:30, but you know, who might argue? Just backfilling a bit around the asparagus crowns.
Yeah, because they're starting to pop up.
Are they supposed to pop up like that, or do they look dead? Strawberries we can't seem to kill. Rhubarb's hanging in. There we go, a little one there, another one there. Okay, I'll take it back. Mandy said she's done with the mealies for the day. She's not done for the day. She's still working. I should be doing that instead of holding the camera, hey? Yeah, looks like you need to take a break, babe.
What's for dinner, love? You're busy doing the washing, cleaning the
I'm
house.
editing. Well, we're not too happy with the rainy conditions we've been enduring. The veg garden is loving it. Potatoes are growing like inches every day. Beetroot's going well. Infinite leeks coming along nicely. Everything seems to be doing well. We've got to clean this up this week. And it would appear that we have tomatoes coming up everywhere. We didn't plant any of these. Cucumbers, however, not looking too happy for themselves. I think maybe a bit of Epsom salts is called for. I mean, look at all these tomatoes. It's crazy. Everywhere. Never seem to get time to tidy up. Well, that's happening this week. Assuming play isn't interrupted by rain. So Mandy got most of the corn into the ground and then it rained. Might get out here a bit later, finish planting the corn seedlings. How are you doing here?
Yeah.
How's the other stuff doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, not so great. That sucks. These are coming along nicely, despite not having automatic irrigation. Luckily it's rained. I can barely see the compost bins with all the bloody growth. Okay, luckily, as you can see, I've been wearing my safety glasses and I also wear my safety face. So I've been fine so far. Got a strimmer going. So this compost over here that we're tossing over, you can see the sawdust and stuff hasn't really mixed in. We should have tossed this a while ago. But everything got in the way of that, so we're now getting ready to make some more compost. We need it, lots. Finally getting to sort out the veggie garden. Give it a cut. Tidy up all the crap lying around. We won't bore you with too much of it. It's going to be cutting, trimming, tidying, packing, folding, pick up, put away, pick up, put away. It's finally starting to take shape. Looks a lot better with the grass / weeds mowed. A lot of rubbish lying around that we still need to clear up. But a vast improvement on what we started with. We're just going to crack on and get it finished. So potatoes are sprouting faster than I can build beds. So Mandy's putting desperate measure activity into place. cardboard, potting soil, potatoes. Well, the wind blows it all, just dump it. So, why don't you move the thing closer? No bell. They love it, eh? Finally, just getting ready to measure and cut the weed fabric to staple in place before we drop wood chip on it for the paths. Okay, so we've just cut the off-cut plastic in half. We didn't bother filming it. Well, we forgot to film it. So we're just going to stretch it out, get it stapled on the sides, and then get wood chip down. Just like that, the second one's done, almost. I just have to get the clamps, pull this back in and screw it in before I staple it. Back to the shed. Okay, so the 3 paths, weed plastic's been put down, and then we need to cover it with wood chip. That's what I've done so far, and I ran out of fuel. So we're fueled up, ready to go.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming down. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist.
By this stage, I'd figured out that walking the chip through on the pitchfork, I was dropping wood chip onto Mandy's beds. So I figured I better come up with a better idea.
I feel like I've been punished.
Why?
Because I can't play.
Because you can play. You know you got your back to the beach.
Oh, sorry.
You're so funny. Cool. Doing?
I'm transplanting the gooseberries.
Gooseberries.
Gooseberries, red lanterns, whatever you want to call them.
And after tidying up and cutting back all the grass and crap, you can now see these berries, blackberries, gooseberries, whatever they are. Cucumber seedlings have taken a battering with the temperature variations between 5 and 7 degrees some nights. It's crazy, but I think they're starting to recover. That one's looking a bit better. Tomatoes are doing good. So that's the potato bed. We've yet to get a harvest of potatoes out of this bed that we've built, what with floods, etc., but that's looking promising. Peas are doing good.
There's raspberry, blackberry, blueberry. One, no, it wasn't blueberry. Blueberry was the other. What you doing?
Weeding.
Your favourite job, huh?
Yeah. And I think it's my favourite job because there's years worth of weeding to do here. And just when you think you've finished, you have to start all over again. It's a cucky job. Did I lose a pencil now? Hey? She's here. Fine. She's behaving.
I couldn't put it off any longer. It was finally time to build Mandy's tomato tunnel. It's actually a good idea, and I should have done it sooner.
Yeah, no, you won't find it. Green. It's green, baby, green. That'll be. That's not gonna work. Oh, fuck. There we go. Now we can get it in. Okay.
You're struggling. Do you need a hand?
I could really do with a pencil. I've got to measure the width of the string, the netting, put another cross member, and then again this side, so we're getting there. So that's the first piece of the tomato tunnel in. Okay, so the tomato tunnel is done. Mesh all the way along the top. Didn't quite make it to the end, but short by one row. Who cares? Perfect. Strawberries are going great guns. You wouldn't believe Mandy thinned this bed out, took about 80 plants out of it and scattered them around. These were tiny little transplants just a few short weeks ago. Amazing. Now gooseberries from Pips. Watermelon.
Yeah. Those are crimson and these will be mini.
More potatoes getting planted. Mandy couldn't wait for me to make another bed, so that's what's happening today. Cardboard, compost, potatoes, compost, and then I will extend that potato bed out further. Can at least see what we're doing here now. We've trimmed all the excess grass and weeds. More to go, but Mandy getting compost out for the potatoes, and then we're going to have to dig more out somewhere else. Hoping this bin that's been festering for at least a year now, hey?
I think so.
Hopefully that's got some good stuff in it. There you go.
It was getting kind of late in the day, but I was determined to get the last of the tatties in the ground. So this is how we built our no-dig potato bed in 15 minutes. Any spare potatoes, I filled the gaps in the existing potato beds, and I'm really hoping to actually get an all year round potato beds going When these ones start shooting through, I will just keep topping up with soil until they're ready to harvest. It worked well for us last year.
We haven't mowed up the top here. And the reason is we're leaving it for the bees. So we now have 10 days of rain forecast. So next week's job was going to be the hoop house. That might not happen, but who knows? The forecast's been known to be wrong many times.
Well, we were going to complete the hoop house and get the shade cloth on and put the windows and do all of that, but rain has just has just arrived.
You mean spring has unsprung?
And it's here for a week, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, we'll see. Anyway.
So next week's job, I think we might be tackling the door for the pantry, soon to be bot room in the garage.
A cold room.
That's what it's called.
The cool bot.
Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, consider giving us a like and even hitting the subscribe button. Costs you nothing and it helps the channel. Cheers.
Ciao.